Adult Learning and the Gogies by Carmichael Henry, American College of Education, August 9th, 2020. Teaching practices can impact the way learners interact in the learning environment and also how teachers facilitate learning for diverse populations. Pedagogy, andragogy, and heutagogy describe the roles and responsibilities of the teachers and students and how teaching and learning are organized with different ages and maturity levels of learners. Pedagogy describes the practice of teaching. Andragogy describes how learning is facilitated, and heutagogy, self-directed learning. In the learning environment, an educator can be a sage on the stage, a guide on the side, or a search and reflect practitioner. Pedagogy refers to how best practices are implemented in the classroom to facilitate learning, following different theories of learning that work best for a diverse population of learners. Pedagogy is generally used for children, where the teacher role plays or models the expectation for learners. Teachers may also draw on the experiences and prior knowledge of students to develop conceptual understanding. Depending on the needs of students, the teacher will utilize a blended approach to learning to ensure that all students are engaged and feel as if they are part of the learning process. Students can explore new ideas through student-centered learning. Pedagogical practices can range from teacher-centered approach to a more student-centered approach to teaching and learning. Andragogy is a learning theory developed to cater to the specific needs of adult learners. Adult learners are more self-directed, especially with online learning, and tend to focus on the process of instruction and how it relates to their profession and personal life rather than content. While pedagogy focuses more on student-centered learning, andragogy is problem-centered learning. Adult learners are intrinsically motivated to learn and rely on other learners to create a good knowledge base for learning. The instructor for adult learning facilitates learners for adults mainly through new learning opportunities by providing resources and tools adults need to be successful. In a heutagogical approach to teaching and learning, learners are highly autonomous and self-determined. An emphasis is placed on the development of learner capacity and capability with the goal of producing learners who are well prepared for the complexities of today's workplace. Heutagogy has been applied to online learning because it supports learning using the key elements of the internet and distance learning, and emerging technologies are embedded in the learning process. Heutagogy focuses on building capacity. It is believed that learners are generally knowledgeable about different subject matters, but enhanced revelations can be attained and comprehended through the learner's ability to choose aspects of the subject matter that are intriguing and desire further investigation. The learning design is holistic and will provide different ways to engage learners in new and different ways on subject matters in a learner-focused learning environment. In this table, you can identify the similarities and differences of the Gogies in adult learning by categories of maturity of learners, student motivation for learning, the roles of learners and instructors, and how andragogy and heutagogy are applicable to online learning. Andragogy and heutagogy are learning theories designed for adult learners who bring real-world experiences to the learning environment and are more independent and mature than children. In heutagogy, learners are generally motivated by the desire for career advancement, and in heutagogy, learners drive the content and process for learning. In andragogy, instructors guide learners within the learning process and established curriculum. And in heutagogy, learning is based on professional and academic goals as the instructor mentors or coaches in the learning process. Learners and instructors work together to provide a learning environment that is learner-focused. Both andragogy and heutagogy are suited for online learning. In the andragogical face-to-face setting, the learning environment should be conducive to long periods of learning and be physically and psychologically comfortable. Adult learners bring a wealth of knowledge and experiences, and this should be acknowledged and utilized to provide new and unique opportunities for all learners. New knowledge and prior knowledge should be integrated and be linked to the curriculum. Learners respond well and keep motivated in class when they can see the relevance of what they're learning to their own lives. In the environment, it should be safe and supportive, and it should keep learners active by letting them take responsibility for their own learning. In the heutagogical setting, the instructor should utilize a variety of technology tools to develop learner capabilities and competencies. They should encourage self-directed learning because this could lead to transformational learning. In this setting, the educator acts as a mentor or tutor to direct learners to new information, relate the information to learner experiences, and place a focus on problem solving within the real world. The instructor should also encourage learners to work with others and build teamwork skills and communication skills. Here are your references.